For nearly 2 months, they sailed across the oceans, from the coast of Brazil in South America, across the Indian Ocean to the heart of Southeast Asia. And on October 30th, 2025, after 58 days of sea travel, 9 Guarani 6x6 armored vehicles finally docked at the Port of Manila. Amidst the rumbling engines and the bustle of the port, this moment carried more meaning than just the arrival of military equipment. It was a symbol of resilience, diplomacy, and the rise of Philippine land power. The vehicles began their long journey from the port of Santos, Sao Paulo, Brazil, on September 2nd, 2025, aboard the Maltese-flagged container ship Sime CGM La Scala. The ship sailed across the Atlantic Ocean, along the coast of East Africa, and stopped in Colombo, Sri Lanka, before finally arriving in Singapore on September 25th. From there, the journey continued. On October 18th, the containers carrying the Guarani were transferred to the CMA CGM Hong Kong vessel, also flying the Maltese flag. The ship called at Jakarta and Tanjung Perak, Surabaya, before finally crossing the Sulu Sea and docking at the Port of Manila. Every kilometer traveled at sea is not only a logistical journey, but also a symbolic journey of the defense industry relationship between two continents, South America and Southeast Asia. The Guarani is no ordinary vehicle. Designed and developed by Iveco Defense Vehicles, IDV, in collaboration with the Brazilian Army, it is the backbone of the modernization of Brazil's mechanized forces. Manufactured at the Sete Lagoas plant in Minas Gerais state, the Guarani boasts high capabilities in all terrains, from open fields to dense urban areas. Weighing 18 tons, the vehicle can carry 11 personnel and is equipped with protection against 7.62 millimeters rounds and light mines. Some variants can be armed with remote-controlled turrets, heavy machine guns, or automatic grenade launchers. For the Philippine Army, the arrival of the Guarani marks a new chapter in armored vehicle modernization, a capability that has long been lacking. For decades, Philippine ground forces have relied on a fleet of light armored vehicles dating back to World War II and the Cold War, such as the British-made M113 and Simbas. Now, with the arrival of the Guarani, the Philippine Mechanized Force has finally entered the era of modern tactical mobility, faster, better protected, and better able to counter asymmetric threats on the ground. However, the journey to this point has not been easy. A contract for 28 Guaranis was signed in 2021, but delivery has been delayed for nearly 2 years. The reason? Germany. Through the Bundesamt für Wirtschaft und Ausfuhrkontrolle, BAFA, Germany has imposed an export embargo on 6 of its military components that are part of the Guarani system. The reason? The Philippines is considered to be on a sanctions list for military goods due to allegations of past human rights abuses. This embargo blocked production, inflicting significant losses on the IDEV and the Philippine Army, and even triggering the potential cancellation of the Czech-made Pander 2 8x8 project. For nearly 2 years, the Guarani project seemed to be stalled in European diplomatic deadlock. It wasn't until the second half of 2023, after a series of diplomatic negotiations and clarifications, that the embargo was lifted. Production in Brazil was revived, and the Guarani once again rolled out of the Seat Lagoas factory, this time bound for Asia. One by one, the vehicles were delivered, starting with the first 5 units in early 2024, followed by a second batch of 9 units in October 2025. The remaining 14 units are currently in the final stages of production, waiting to be delivered to the Philippines in the coming months. On the training field, the Filipino soldiers welcomed them enthusiastically. The Guarani gave them something new: confidence in the field, maneuverability, and significantly improved protection. These vehicles are also ready for a variety of missions, from counterinsurgency operations in Mindanao to disaster relief in remote areas. Behind the steel and machinery lies a greater value: international cooperation. Brazil, a Latin American country rarely mentioned in the Indo-Pacific context, is now a new strategic partner for the Philippines in the defense industry. The two are connected not only by trade, but by a shared vision: building a self-sufficient defense capacity in an increasingly volatile world. The arrival of the Guarani in Manila is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of a long transformation. A transformation toward a modern, mobile army ready to face the challenges of the future. And behind each vehicle, now standing firmly in port, lies a story of patience, diplomacy, and a nation's determination to stand on its own 2 feet in building its defense. The Guarani is more than just a vehicle. It's a symbol of the Philippines' determination not to be left behind again.